got the best lifestyle in the world. It's just hard to pay for it. This is our 8th summer. We're really excited about the ecology and how everything's changing up here. We try to manage all of our ranches regeneratively. It all starts at the soil, and it all goes up from there to the animals. All of it's just a big chain, and we're blessed to be at the beginning of it. These are what we're looking for. These deep-rooted, warm-season perennials, this is my best friend. They can hold water when nothing else can. And sadly, they're grazed out on a lot of America's ranges. And we really want to invigorate them and bring them back. This is our hope for our future. This is our hope for our kids to be able to come back. That's exciting to us. Gussie,
Oh, gosh.
are you excited to see Dan? Here he comes.
Here he comes. Say hi. Look.
Wave.
Howdy.
Hi.
This is beautiful. Thank God I don't have to mow it.
Glad you made it out.
Nice to meet you.
Found us.
How are you? And this is Gus.
Gus, yeah, say hi.
Hi, big Gus. I don't know what I'm doing here either, Gus. I really don't, but it's beautiful. So understand, I grew up in New York, lived in California, didn't really know what to expect going to Wyoming. I'd never heard of Lusk, Wyoming. The county that Lusk is the least populated county in the least populated state. No cell reception from a guy coming from New York. I mean, WTF. See how this goes. This will shock you, but haven't spent a lot of time on a ranch.
Sure. Sorry.
No, I don't mind at all. I'm just like, this is not the way I generally start Mondays. Now, most of my employees might think I'm a horse's ass, but you are just a whole different gift. I have like more questions you can imagine. How many acres do you have?
This property is about 30,000. And what's more from the business angle, and I like business, I love business. I think in another world I could do some tiny semblance of what you do.
Don't take this the wrong way. All evidence to the contrary at the moment. Should we take a tour?
Let's go take a tour.
You mind?
Not at all.
All right, let's do this.
Dan's really to the point, and I really appreciate his candor and his bluntness, you know.
Is this you?
This is.
Because that looks gorgeous.
Such a successful business person, you know, and it's like an aspiration to be successful like that. So that's pretty refreshing for me. We'll go up here to those.
There they are. There's the herd. Steak. Oh, now I feel like I belong.
Make sure you're covered up out here. When in Wyoming, right?
Why are the cows coming towards us?
They're just curious.
They're not stopping, Sage. They're still coming at us. You know that, right?
Yep.
I'm just checking.
I wouldn't worry.
Well, you wouldn't worry, but
I'll protect you.
All right.
Faith and Sage are preserving what I think is a forgotten industry here in America. I mean, our ranchers and our farmers are vital to our food supply, but they're in trouble financially. Since tragically losing their flock of sheep to the blizzard, they have been weighed down with $600,000 of high-interest debt. Luckily, their primary business of grazing cattle is low risk and growing more profitable each year.
Do you want to learn how to move these a little bit?
Move what, the cow?
The cattle, on foot.
You want the truth? No. But
Okay.
I'm gonna do it. Let's do this.
What we're gonna do is we're gonna do what's called a zigzag, and it's gonna make them move directly away from us.
All
So
right.
we're gonna go forward, just stay with me. And then we're gonna zig over here.
You know, when I used to drink, this is how I got home on McDougal Street in New York City.
And you could have been doing it while doing something useful.
We're also stepping in all your crap, so knock it off. So we can just move it just by doing
You
that.
can just move them by doing that. If you think
Look at that, we moved them.
you moved them.
That was kind of fun. Yeah, you better run. New York's in the house. I'm the cow king. You are my cows. You will listen. I will zig, you will zag. Are you with me? When I say zig, yes, I'm with you.
I got to see the CEO of Chegg step in poop, and he extracted himself from that situation and came away with a clean boot. So I think there's a lesson in that for business and in life. So there's a lot of things I can tell you about here. You know, I've heard it put this way that animals eat with 5 mouths. So they eat, and then they have 4 feet that are doing things too.
Right.
So when you do something to this soil, you're churning this up. It builds organic matter.
So to make it in business terms,
Totally.
you can make it worth more to you because you can take on more cows. And so it's good for business, it's good for the environment, it's good for the land.
That's right.
So as I did a little studying, when you leased land,
Right.
you made $30,000 a year.
Yes, sir.
When you bought land,
It
you
sucked
owed
our cash.
$3.2 million.
Yeah.
I understood the problem even though I'd never ranched. Sage was obsessed with growing too fast, too quickly, without a plan. If you outgrow your ability to perform, you will fail. So at the risk of just being bold, because you know we're both mavericky.
Yeah.
You had a profitable business, and yet you said, not enough. Where does that come from?
Well, I think definitely my hero has been my grandpa. Like when my grandpa built in the 50s or whatever his ranch, it worked where you could buy the land and you could buy the cattle.
It was a different time.
Different time. That isn't the world I'm under. So here I am in 1 foot saying, well, I'm going to be this new progressive rancher doing things the new way. But then I just keep falling back into this old habit, or the old picture of what I saw.
And when you talk to your wife about it, how does she think?
She's much more thoughtful with like risk. But I think that I came to this, I'm an only child, and we grew up under the poverty line. And we weren't on the family ranch. My mom and dad had very little.
Right.
And so I saw these dreams of what I wanted, and that's what I tried to make come true, you know, and it's a flawed vision.
He feels his destiny is to run a ranch. And like a lot of us, it was driven by childhood experiences of what he wanted the world to be. And unfortunately, destiny does not come without risk, does not come without consequence, and does not come without a punch in the face.